Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you a real fun, entertaining, amazing what if Naruto was a crazy, drunken swordsman guys, part 1. If you enjoy seeing one see part 2, go ahead, comment down below and tell me one see part 2, and I'll be posting it as soon as possible for you guys to enjoy. And also don't forget to go ahead and check out the other channels, Anime King 3, and Anime Prince, which I post what fun every single day for you guys to enjoy. Links will be down in the description, so go ahead, check them out, and yeah, enjoy. And don't forget to go ahead and turn on the bell notifications so you can see exactly when I post. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this new episode. Begin now, guys. Kakashi Hatake, the Jonin of Team 7, was leading his team that consists of Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, and Uzumaki Teruya. Sasuke was one of the last Uchihas within the village. He had graduated with honors. He was rewarded the title of Rookie of the Year. Sasuke was in Kakashi team for many reasons, but it was mainly because he was a Uchiha. Sasuke having the bloodline that only belonging to a few remaining on this planet. Yes, there was only a few Uchihas left. While Kakashi wasn't exactly a full-blooded Uchiha, he had the Sharingan for a long time now, so he could teach Sasuke a thing or two. His next student, Sakura Haruno, was rewarded with a flattering title as well, Kunoichi of the Year. She was the top female of all the graduates. She had great chakra control, and she also scored a perfect test on all the written exams. If she were to apply herself in all endeavors, she would be looking towards a great future. However, she was too distracted. She had a tendency to focus on a romantic relationship that was in her head, because Sasuke didn't even look at her that way. However, she was infatuated with the young Uchiha, obsessed, maybe a bit too possessive and crazy. His last student was Konoha newest Jinchuriki. Her name was Teruya. Uzumaki Teruya was a red-haired girl like most Uzumakis. By all accounts, she was hot-tempered and she possessed a mouth. Whenever she spoke, there was nothing but profanity, especially when she was pissed off. She was the dead last of the graduates. The only way that she graduated was because she was able to defeat Mizuki, who tricked her into stealing Forbidden Scroll. She was brought to Konoha almost 2.5 years ago. She was a Jinchuriki of the Sanbai, the three-tailed turtle. That all happened half a year after Konoha other Jinchuriki had disappeared from Konoha. Uzumaki Naruto, the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, had disappeared for 3 years now. By all accounts, most people thought that he was dead. Naruto and Teruya were not from the same family, but they were from the same clan. That is why they shared the same last name. The moment people found out that she was a Jinchuriki, they treated her the same way. At the moment, Team 7 was making their way to guard Tazuna, as this was their first C-rank mission. It was 3 years ago that Naruto Uzumaki had been kidnapped by two chuunin level ninja. They were paid a hefty sum by someone to get him out of the village, someone within the civilian council. The councilman did not care if they killed him or not, he just wanted him gone. However, one of the chuunin hated Naruto's guts, and he had no problem with killing him. The other one didn't like it, but he was in desperate need of money. The one that hated Naruto was none other than Mizuki. This was 3 years before he had tricked Teruya. The other one was a chuunin as well, an academy teacher. His name was Genji. Mizuki and Genji had got Naruto to the village and dropped him at a large tree at the border of Land of Fire. Mizuki told him that they should just end this by ending the child right here and now. However, Genji was feeling overwhelming shame. Despite everything, this was still a child. Despite him needing the money, he couldn't. So he told Mizuki that he would not allow him to kill him, because if he was gonna try that, he would have to go through him first. Mizuki was pissed off, but he decided to relent, as Genji left Naruto there with a backpack filled with some energy bars, water bottles, and several other items that will make him survive for some time until he was able to take care of himself. That is, if he was able to take care of himself. Despite not killing the child right there and then, he was sending him out into a world where there was nothing but chaos and death. So he was basically sending him to a death sentence already. But he did not think about that. As Naruto was found by a very, very old man, most people thought that the entire clan was wiped out except for one. However, this man was a Senju. His name was Itama Senju. Itama was a very old man. He didn't have much time left. However, he did took Naruto in and trained him for a year before he passed away, as he left him all the essentials to get stronger. Itama's last words was for Naruto to spread the name of the Senju in the ninja world once again. And that is exactly what Naruto intended to do. Over the past 2 years, there has been a bounty hunter who was rising in ranks. He was labeled as a B-rank bounty hunter. He was going by the name Senju. As Naruto was growing in strength, while he might not be that impressive in ninjutsu, he was able to use the 3 academy jutsus rather easily. The Shuriken Jutsu, the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and his knowledge on Genjutsu was mostly breaking them because of his high chakra capacity. He had a few knowledge in Fuinjutsu and Taijutsu as well, but what he excelled in the most was Kenjutsu. He relied on speed. He was extremely fast for his age, as he combined his speed with his Kenjutsu skills. He was now 13 years old. He was 10 when he was kidnapped and left to die. Even though he lived 10 years within Konoha, the only thing you remember from that place was the evil man, the Hokage, and the Ichiraku Ramen stand. Nothing else. As Naruto had proven to be rather forgetful. And maybe it was because of the isolation at a young age for a very long while. Or maybe it was a very, very bad other problem that he possessed. But he seemed to have a little problem distinguishing between a boy and a girl. That must be the result of his other bad habit that he picked up. Given that he was 13, this was a really bad habit, but Naruto had learned to enjoy alcohol, especially sake, to a crazy degree. Sometime he went a bit overboard. At the moment he wore dark pants with a blue t-shirt. His hair was goldy blonde that was cut into a messy, spiky style that was sticking out everywhere. However, it fit him quite well. 3 whisker marks on each of his cheek, and he has also grown in height as well, as he was about as tall as the second tallest, Shikamaru Nara. At the moment, Naruto was in Wave Country, as he was looking for his next bounty, Zabuza Mamakai. His target was not going to be an easy feat, given that he was at A rank. However, Naruto wasted all of his cash on sake and ramen, and to him it was worth it. As he came across the target, however, he was not alone. He was battling a squad from Konoha. As Naruto saw 3 younger individuals, he thought that they were boys his age. They were guarding an older looking man dressed in civilian gear. As Naruto raised an eyebrow, as he wondered why there was 2 boys wearing that kind of clothing. The one with the duck ass hair seemed to be just fine, but the other 2, that was a bit too much, wasn't it? As Naruto then caught sight of something that seemed to anger him in a second. "An Uchiha," he said, as he saw Kakashi's Sharingan, as that caused some of the Fox chakra to start to, well, entice his system, and even breaking into reality, causing any self-respected ninja, well, Jonin, to sense it. "Down below, relax," said Kakashi. "I would not let any of my comrades die," as he released the killer intent that was plaguing them. Kakashi then froze when he sensed a familiar chakra around the area. It was so thick and dense. As he remembered, this chakra had hit him like a bullet. It was the fox. 13 years ago, it was the same feeling, a feeling of malice and death. Zabuza sensed it as well. "More of your runs, Kakashi," he said, looking around. Kakashi's years of instincts had kicked in. His body leaped away, as a sword almost ripped right through his chest, as the sword was pointing where he once was. Zabuza narrowed his eyes towards the individual that attacked Kakashi. He thought that he was his student as well, but I guess he was wrong. "Who are you?" Zabuza asked. As Naruto turned towards Zabuza, "You're just a bounty. Shut up," he said. Zabuza was shocked. "What did you say?" he said to him, in a rather pissed off tone. However, Naruto ignored him as he raised his blade towards Kakashi. "Prepare to die, Uchiha," he said. as Naruto performed a Kinjutsu technique. Draw and sheath technique. Lion Song, he said. Kakashi got out of there fast with a sunshine, as he then had to replace himself as Naruto turned towards him. The logs were sliced in half. As Naruto turned towards Kakashi, who was standing in front of his brats, Zabuza raised a non-existent eyebrow, as this brat was faster than he thought. "You're one interesting brat," he said, as the brat had Kakashi on his toes a moment ago. As Naruto was now in the full light, Sasuke raised the eyebrow. Where has he seen this guy before? There was something, but he just couldn't place it. Sakura was shocked. She knew him. He was in the academy, and he had a crush on her. "Hey, Bounty! I said shut up," said Naruto. "So you're after my bounty? Huh. You should really get out of here, kid. You're out of your league." "You have no idea what I'm capable of," said Naruto. "So be quiet. First, I'll deal with the Uchiha." Kakashi spoke up. "What's your name, stranger?" "The name is Senju," said Naruto, as he gripped his blade. "No," said Kakashi. "Your real name." As Naruto bit his finger before he went to hand sign. Summoning Jutsu! Poof! A purple toad poofed into reality as Naruto jumped up to land on his back. The toad looked around. "Naruto boy," it said. "Damn it! Don't call me that," said Naruto as he landed on Toad's back. The toad glanced up. "Sorry for my clumsiness," the toad said, as he held up a wooden barrel that was almost as big as himself. "I have brought the barrel of fate that we can share." "Stop it, Gamaken," said Naruto. "You're embarrassing me in front of my bounty and the Uchiha." "Forgive me," said Gamaken. Zabuza was getting annoyed, as he would deal with him at a later time. "Bounty Hunter Senju, Sharingan no Kakashi, I will deal with the both of you another time," he said, as he flashed away in a sunshine. "Look what you did, Gamaken," said Naruto. "You let my bounty get away." Gamaken looked ashamed of himself. "Forgive me for my clumsiness." "It doesn't matter. Just help me kill that Uchiha over there." "That is Hatake Kakashi. He's not a Uchiha," said Gamaken. "You know him," said Naruto. "Yes, somewhat. I might be wrong though." "No, it's him," said Gamaken after taking a better look. "Explain," said Naruto. "I have fought alongside him before. He's a student of our former summoner, your old man." "Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Forgive me for my clumsiness." "He's a student of my useless old man, huh?" Naruto asks. "I will be taking my leave now. This is a barrel from the boss summoned Bunta," as he poofed away, leaving the barrel there. Throughout the conversation, Team 7 was talking amongst themselves as well. "Who is that? I remember him somewhat. The freak seemed to have a problem with you." Duck asked, said Teiwei as she turned towards Sasuke. He heard how much he hated Uchihas. "He's no match for Uchiha," Sasuke answered. Kakashi's sweat dropped. "One moment, he's attacking me. The next he summoned a toad that only Jiraiya should be able to summon." As the toad disappeared, Kakashi spoke up. "You're Uzumaki Naruto, correct?" Teiwei's eyes widened hearing Uzumaki as she looked towards him. "The clan was supposed to be extinct. She was supposed to be the last member." "Huh? What is it to you?" said Naruto. "Can you answer the question?" Kakashi said. "Only if you answer my question first." "Okay, ask away." As Naruto walked up to them. "Explain me why your team is full of misfits," said Naruto. "Hey!" Sakura yelled. "Screw you," said Teiwei. "Loser," said Sasuke. Kakashi raised the eyebrow. "What do you mean by that?" he said. "See, these boys are all weird. They're unmanly, and they have this long hair, and this one with a duck ass for a head." Team 7 was glaring at him except for Kakashi, who seemed to be enjoying Naruto's view on his team as it was rather amusing. "You're correct, but 2 of them are girls, not boys." As Naruto's jaw dropped. "Girls? You mean they're women?" "Yes," said Kakashi. As Naruto snorted. "Oh, then they're really ugly women. I've seen women before and they're pretty, with all those big things popping out of their chests. Your women seem to like these, which made them unflattering," said Naruto. As Teiwei lost it. "You little punk," she rushed forward, however. Naruto tilted and tripped her as she fell to the ground. "Oh, where are my manners?" he said. "I was taught to treat women like flowers. Allow me to water you," as he started to unbuckle his pants. Kakashi grabbed his hand without stopping him. "Hey, what's your deal, fake Uchiha?" he said. "You and me need to have a little talk." "What talk?" "The talk," said Kakashi. So due to Kakashi having to explain to Naruto the difference between a boy and a girl and how properly treat a lady, Team 7 was delayed for another hour. If it turns out that you have lied to me, Hatika Katushi, I will kill you, said Naruto. I assure you, everything I told you is the truth. And my name is Kakashi Hatake, not whatever you just said. Would you like to join us for this mission? There's a big chance that Zabuza would show up once again. Ah yes, then I will tag along, said Naruto. I will accompany you and your team, Tadashi, said Naruto. I said my name is Kakashi. Whatever, Tadashi. Are you messing with me? Kakashi asks. I don't know what you're talking about, said Naruto. As the others saw that Naruto was still there. Why is he still here? Sakura said. He's gonna help us out on his mission, and after, he might come back to Konoha with us. What? I'm not returning back to Konoha, fake Uchiha. Well, what do you like to eat, Kakashi? What do I like to eat? Why would you want to know that? Just humor me. Fine. Ramen. Alright then, said Kakashi. If you do come back with us, I'll treat you to all you can eat ramen at Ichiraku Ramen. Ichiraku Ramen? Ah yes, that would be pleasant, said Naruto. Yes, then I will accompany you back. However, if you lie to me, I will kill you, said Naruto. Don't worry, said Kakashi. I'm not lying. Alright, introductions are in order right now. My name is Kakashi Hatake, he said. Now why don't you guys introduce yourself? Sasuke went first. The name is however, Kakashi covered his mouth. As he was saying, his name is Haruno Sasuke. Sasuke looked at Kakashi confused with a glare. Just go with it for now. If he finds out you're Uchiha, he will try to kill you. Sasuke snorted as if he could. Kakashi's eyes ignored Sakura, who smiled weakly. I'm Sakura Haruna, she said. And I'm Teiwai Uzumaki. Remember, it's shit for brains. You annoy me the most, said Naruto as he looked towards Teiwai. Now your name, said Kakashi. Senju. Come on, real name, Senju. Real name, Senju, said Naruto. His name is Naruto Uzumaki, former Konoha citizen, and he will be accompanying us for this mission. Kakashi then pulled out a book as he handed it to Naruto, and told him to read it. Maybe that would give him a better understanding. As they walked for about 3 hours, as they finally arriving, a young child rushed up towards Tazuna and hugged him. It was Iniri. Then Tsunami came out, as she greeted them with a happy smile. As Naruto looked back towards the book before he closed it, he then walked up. He then took her hand, confusing her. I see that you're the definition of beauty, he said, kissing the back of her hand. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh my, she giggled. Aren't you sweet? After a little more of Naruto flirting with Tsunami from what he learned from the book, she went to fix him something to eat. Teiwai kept on glaring at him, as Naruto had enough. What? He said. Your name is Naruto Uzumaki, right? Why the hell have I been told that there's no other Uzumaki? When you're a former Konoha citizen, she said. Name is Senju. I gotta take a piss, said Naruto as he got up and walked to the bathroom. After a few minutes, there was a knock towards the door. As it was a small toad there, it handed Kakashi a note. As it poofed away, Kakashi read the note. The old geezer is catching up, however, you're still a few days ahead of him. As Naruto came from the bathroom and read the note. Well, you should have noticed at least, Tadashi, said Naruto, still getting his name wrong. Kakashi looked over Naruto. You're a clone, aren't you? He said. Yes, I will dispel soon. I will come back in a week if you guys are still here. I will contact you somehow. Why a week? Someone has been chasing me for the past year. He's someone the old toad told me to call Erasenin, and I'll never forgive him. As the clone poofed away. Wait, Erasenin? As Teiwai was surprised. That is what she called that old pervert, Jiraiya. He said Erasenin, right? That is what I call that old pervert that brought me to Konoha 3 years ago, said Teiwai. How the hell does he know him? She asked. Well, how? She yelled. Hey, who's Erasenin? Sakura asks. Do you know Jeff the Sanin? Of course. The teammate of Tsunade-sama and Orochimaru, the traitor of the leaf. Sakura said like a good bookworm. Well, they're kind of family. Kind of, said Kakashi. Meanwhile, with Naruto, as he was running. Erasenin, I'll kill you for what you did someday, said Naruto, as he ran at top speed getting away from Land of Wave. As you remember the first time he met the perverts. Flashback. In a small village where people would stop by to enjoy the hot springs, or casino, was where Naruto had ended up. as he was about to check one of the hot springs when he saw old man in the tree. He was giggling and writing something down in a notebook. As Naruto was curious, so he climbed up in the tree. The first thing Naruto noticed was two men, as they were taking a bath in the springs. These men were odd. They both had two big testicles growing out of their chests, and their face was also pretty. This was not normal, as he wondered what was wrong with them. The old man then finally spoke. "What do you want, brat? Get lost." Naruto ignored that there was a point towards the two women. "What are those things?" Jiraiya chuckled. "Those are some of the finest breasts in the Elemental Nation. If Suheim finds out about this, she will probably kill me." "Suheim? Breasts?" said Naruto. As Naruto wrote it down, he would go over it later and find out. As Naruto called out to the two women down there, making the both of them jumped up in shock. Jiraiya had quickly disappeared once he noticed that the woman got up, because those were not any pair of normal women. One of them was a legendary Tsunade-sama. The other one was her assistant Shizune. Before Naruto could even move, the woman appeared and dragged him down. She had monstrous strength as she started to punch him. "Tsunade-sama, I think that is enough." "No, Shizune, he has to learn, so he will stop being a pervert." "Man, stop it," said Naruto. Tsunade blinked in shock. "Did you just call me a man?" As Shizune giggled a bit at that. "Yes," said Naruto as he got back up. "And what is with those testicles hanging out of your chest? I have never seen those." This time Tsunade added a bit more force to her punch. He had to jump up in a tree as he saw her fist destroy the ground. "That would have hurt a lot." "I am a woman, you retarded brat," she said. As Naruto disappeared in the sunshine, he reappeared distance away. "I see." As he wrote down what he just found out. Women are pretty, and they have testicles hanging out of their chests. They are also angry for no reason, and they don't appreciate being asked about their testicles. The woman punch hurt a lot, and he had some bruises over his body. That old man, the one that was in the tree earlier, he was to blame, Naruto thought. As Naruto searched for him and found him while he was sleeping, and stole the summoning contract for the toads, and signed it when he saw the name inside. Ever since that night, Jiraiya has been chasing Naruto all over the Elemental Nation. Jiraiya had successfully captured him a few times, however, Naruto always got away. Every time they met, they would fight, with Jiraiya capturing Naruto at the end, and then Naruto proceeded to escape somehow. And that is how Naruto became a Toad Summoner, and the reason he wanted to kill Jiraiya. In the flashback, a week had passed since Naruto had left Team 7, as Kakashi had trained his team. His students had learned the tree walking technique, and he also trained them one-on-one with his clones, while him and another one guarded the bridge builder. He taught Sasuke some fire jutsus and spar with him. Sasuke was rather pissed off, saying that he had to hide his name from that nobody, and he didn't like it. It hurt his pride for someone to refer to him as Haruno Sasuke. Sakura had been taught a few genjutsus, and they also spar, even though it didn't last that long. She had a lot of potential, but she just needed to apply herself. Teiyowaya's weakest point was her taijutsu. They also went over a few tactics that she would use in a fight, as she had a really clever mind. However, at the moment, things had gone to hell as they were busy on the bridge. Kakashi was clashing against Zabuza. Teiyowa and Sasuke was stuck in a dome created by Haku, Zabuza's apprentice. As for Naruto, he had returned back to the house. Arriving there, he saw two men holding on to the pretty woman. So he proceeded to beat the crap out of them, rather severely. He thought they were good samurais when he saw their blades, however, they disappointed him and he got angry, so he hurt them a lot. "Thank you," said Inoue as he looked up. "Wait, you're that weird guy from 1 week ago." "Yes, I had to make sure my girlfriend was alright after all," said Naruto. Inoue was confused. "Girlfriend?" As Naruto lifted the unconscious woman in his arms. "Yeah," he said. "Wait, does that mean that you're my new dad?" said Inoue. "Yes, I am," said Naruto. "But you don't look that older than the other kids that are protecting my grandfather." "Age does not matter. I learned that this week," said Naruto, as he thought back to his meeting 4 days ago with a few other people within Konoha. Flashback. Team 10, with the leader Asuma, was delivering a package in the Fire Country. "Why do we have to stay here for another day?" Shikamaru whined, troublesome. "The client will arrive tomorrow. We'll just rent some rooms and stay here for the night," Asuma said. "Shikamaru, you dork," said Ino. "Stop your yelling, troublesome woman. You're the reason why we had to do this troublesome mission in the first place," Shikamaru said. "Come on, you two, stop fighting. Let's get along." "Shut up, Choji," Ino said. As Naruto heard that voice when he paused, as he was passing by, that is when he noticed a pineapple here. He didn't remember much, however, he did remember that here. And the fat one. Wait, what was their name again? Oh yeah, Chichachu. Chota, said Naruto. As Shikamaru turned, looking towards the individual, walking towards them. Shikamaru raised an eyebrow. Blue eyes. Whisker marks. Wait. Naruto? Is that you? Shikamaru said. It has been 3 years. Everyone said that he was dead. Naruto said Choji. As he rushed over and hugged him, you're alive! As Naruto pushed him off. Stop that, Kachecha, he said. We're all men here. It's Shikamaru and Choji, troublesome blonde. As Naruto turned, who was the beard, and he walked towards Ino. As he got really close, come on, I can figure this out. Get away from me, said Ino as she punched him. Ah, I see, said Naruto. You're a girl. So who's the beard man and the girl, said Naruto. That's our sensei Asuma. And she's Ino, our other teammate. Tajima and Ino, is it, said Naruto. I see. As Naruto got rather close to Ino once again. The name is Naruto Namikaze. Nice to meet you, he said. Namikaze, Ino said. As she wondered where she heard that before. Where have I heard that before? You probably heard of my dad, said Naruto. He was Minato Namikaze. Wait, Minato Namikaze? Do you mean the fourth Hokage? No way, said Ino. During that, Asuma had some interesting thoughts as he heard Naruto's name. But his name was Uzumaki Naruto. Wait, Uzumaki. And he said that his father is Minato. This kid is Minato and Kushina's son. So Minato really got together with Kushina. Asuma remembered having the biggest crush on her when he was younger. However, she was older than him and out of his league. Minato was a force to be reckoned with in the look departments, getting all the girls. Even after becoming Hokage, as now he understand why Minato was never seen with much girls around him. And this brat looked like Minato. Would he take his kunai Heim away from him? No. Stay away from her, Asuma yelled, by accident out loud. He's really weird, said Naruto as he turned away. Farewell, old friends. I must go train, as he ran off. Before they could say anything, he was gone. That was weird, said Ino. As Naruto found an open area, as he stood there, he's been working on a new move for a while now. As he drew his blade, Senju, Puha, he said. As he swung the blade, a violent attack came out, as a part of the forest was decimated. But Naruto was not happy with the results. As he started to work on it some more before, he went through hand sign as he summoned a toad. The toad was green and a bit teal, as he had 2 swords on his back. What do you want now, fool? Said Yamahiro. Well, I heard in some places they eat frogs. I would like to try it, said Naruto. Gamahiro draws his blades. I'm a toad, you insolent fool. This time, I won't go easy on you. Bring it on, Naruto yelled, as they fought for over 3 hours. Until Naruto was exhausted, as Gamahiro poofed away. Naruto hadn't gone far away from where Team 10 had been located. Ino was able to find him, as she wasn't even far from the location they were staying. As she found him and saw him training with a toad, and then he collapsed on the ground. She looked around. There must be wild animals around here, she couldn't just leave him. As she dragged him back to her room, as she couldn't believe it, is this real the idiot that had a crush on the forehead girl? Ta, Naruto muttered a word. Huh? Ta. He was saying while he was unconscious. He then spun around before he said, Suheim, titties, as he fell asleep once again. Ta, he's still an idiot, she said, as her face was red though as she turned around. As Naruto woke up, Ino had rolled over and was hugging him. As Naruto, eyes widened. How did this happen? He was confused. Oh, I see. This is one of those one-night stands. As he detached himself from her. However, he had to leave. He couldn't face her boyfriend Asuma yet. He remembered that name quite clearly because he was now one of his challengers. Because he had to be her boyfriend, right? So Naruto was gonna have to beat him. But he wasn't sure if he was strong enough yet. If he was anything like that Takashi guy, and they were wearing the same clothing. Don't worry, Ino, he said, looking down at her. Also remembering her name. I will come back very soon and defeat your boyfriend Asuma. as he ran off, thinking that he had two girlfriends now. In the flashback, when Naruto got to the bridge, he saw the fight was already over. Haku had been pierced to the chest by Kakashi. Zabuza, seeming like he was gonna turn towards Gato, as Naruto could not allow that to happen as he flashed behind Gato before bringing his blade down as he sliced Gato in half. Senju, he shouted to himself with a grin. Bounty Hunter Senju, that was my kill, Zabuza said angrily. My woman and her child has been abused by this dwarf. It is my kill, said Naruto. Your woman? You're just a brat, said Zabuza. As he collapsed down to the ground, his body was riddled with weapons. Hey brat, do me a favor, will you? As Naruto walked up towards him, alright, he swung his blade. Thanks, said Zabuza, as Naruto cut him down, without hesitation as he fell dead. A moment after that, as the rest of Wave arrived, Iniri had brought them here with all weapons. Why the hell did you do that, said Teiwaya. Do what? You killed him like he was nothing but a bug. Gato had to die. Zabuza asked me to kill him, said Naruto. Why are you so upset? Aren't you a ninja, he said. Screw you. You did not have to kill them. As Naruto raised the eyebrow and confused. Teiwaya, calm down. Naruto did nothing wrong, said Kakashi. Kakashi had to explain to her that this was what ninjas had to do. This was a hardship of being a ninja. She shouted that she would change things once she became a ninja, as Naruto left the scene. Something about Teiwaya bothered him. It was when she said about being Hokage. Hey, where are you going, said Teiwaya. To see my girlfriend, said Naruto. Wait, you have a girlfriend? Both Kakashi and Teiwaya said. I have two, said Naruto. As Kakashi seemed rather proud, tear in his eyes and all that. You're the student I always wanted, he said to him, as Naruto looked up towards him. Tatashi, he said. Naruto. Tatashi, said Naruto. As Naruto was confused, why was Kakashi this happy with him having two girlfriends? As Naruto unsealed a gigantic barrel of sake before he threw himself into it head first. It was a rather funny sight as his legs were the only things kicking in mid-air. As Naruto got up and burp, that hit the spot, he said. Kakashi was shocked. How is that possible as he saw Naruto drink half of the barrel contents in that position? So anyway, Fake Uchiha, I have a problem with you, said Naruto. Oh really? What problem? He asked. This book, said Naruto. It has been good to me so far, however, you tricked me. The author is Erasenin. That is not the only thing you're lying about. A voice spoke up in Naruto's head. I thought we weren't talking, said Naruto. We aren't, but know that you're keeping two secrets away from you. You can't trust him, said Kurama. Secret? Trust? And that is coming from you? Naruto, I have no intention to deceive you, said Kakashi. No matter, said Naruto. You will die. As Naruto wobbled towards him, swinging his blade, Kakashi backed up. I assure you, I wasn't trying to trick you. That is when Naruto saw white hair. He then turned before the person knocked him out. As the person caught him and threw him over his shoulder. Jiraiya-sama, said Kakashi. Arasenin, said Teiwaya. Yeah, it's me, the great Jiraiya, get over it. Now where are you guys staying? This little bastard need to rest. Time skip 10 hours later. Naruto woke up with a headache. He must have went to a big party last night. Glancing over, there was a woman in his bed. He must have had a good time. It was Tsunami. She was looking after him to make sure he was alright. As he was in her room, she fell asleep. She never intended to be hugging him right now. Well, she unconsciously did that. As Tsunami opened her eyes, the first thing she noticed was the toad. As she screamed, there was a strange fat ugly toad at the door. As Naruto noticed that well. Frog, said Naruto as he walked over. Ribbit, the toad said. Naruto scowled. Are you mocking me? Ribbit, the toad said once again. Tsunami, said Naruto. I am leaving. Why? The others are staying until the bridge is finished. I'm not one of them, said Naruto. I work solo and also, I need to get away from someone. Who? That thing, said Naruto as he pointed at the toad. That? What? Said Tsunami. This frog is not what it appears to be. Before he went away though, she gave him a kiss on the cheek, telling him whenever he's in town he can come and take her out on a date. As she thanked him for saving her, the toad poofed away rather quickly as Naruto jumped through the window. He was rather angry. He could have spent some time with his girlfriend in there. However, Jiraiya was here and that was too much of a risk. He always wanted something. The first time it was the summoning scroll, which he took back once he was knocked out. If not that, it was something else, that money's sake or something else. As Naruto ran, however, the bastard caught up with him. Naruto, wait! I knew it, said Naruto. What do you want now? Having an older woman give you a kiss. I'm impressed. Now, you must become my apprentice, Jiraiya said. As someone jumped from the roof. If what you said is true, Jiraiya-sama, then Naruto is gonna be my apprentice, said Kakashi, challenging Jiraiya. No, he'll be mine. You can have all 3 of my students. I will be the one taking Naruto, said Kakashi. Just then, 2 women were passing by. As Naruto used Shin before he appeared behind the 2 men that were cursing at each other, he sliced their pants, causing them to fall. Both men felt a chilling breeze as they turned. As Naruto was gone, Jiraiya chuckled. Well played, brat, he said. Think we'll see him in Konoha? Kakashi asked. No way. Time skip. 3 days later, Konoha. As Naruto wanted some ramen, he figured he did not need Kakashi to treat him to ramen. He could just buy it himself. Aizumo had to hit Kadetsu over the head that was sleeping. What the hell, man? As Aizumo held up a paper. A report that they got some time back ago about Naruto. Your name and reason for visiting, Kadetsu said, acting nonchalant. Senju, said Naruto. Both men looked toward each other as Aizumo disappeared in the sunshine. I want to buy some ramen, said Naruto. Very well. Come on, said Kadetsu, keeping his tone neutral and calm. Naruto did not remember much about Konoha, but he knew exactly where to go. As he started to smell the ramen, he rushed toward the shop before he jumped on the stool. 10 bowls of Mr. Ramen, he said. Jeez, how many of you guys are out there? Ayam said as she came out. Just me, said Naruto. She froze as she dropped the spoon in her hand. She narrowed her gaze before she stepped forward. Naruto? Is that you? She said. As Naruto sighed, his name was Senju after all. Yes, it is me. She hugged him as she buried his face in her chest, holding on to him tightly. Naruto, it's really you, she said, hugging him tightly. As Naruto thought that he was gonna die, he quickly substituted himself with a nearby envoy that was on the roof. Ayam was now hugging a purplier envoy with a cat mask. Naruto, I thought you were dead. I am not dead, said Naruto over to the other seat. And can I have my ramen now, he said. Ayam realized, as she pulled back. Her eyes widened as she looked at the female envoy. Wait, what? What did you do, Naruto? I did nothing. Ramen, please, he said. The envoy went through hand sign before. Her clothing was like a normal civilian clothing, her mask was gone. You might as well make me a bowl as well. As Ayam was happy that she wasn't angry with her. I thought you at least have dinner with the person before you get intimate, said Yuji in a teasing tone. As Naruto ate his 10 bowls happily, ignoring the both of them. Once he was finished with 10 bowls, he was about to order some more until, you need to come with me. Hokage-sama wants to see you, said Yuji. Naruto narrowed his gaze until he looked behind him and he saw there was 3 more masked ninja there. As Naruto was brought to a building. Isn't this where the old man worked? You should not be that disrespectful. You should call him Okage-sama, Yuji said. The old man is Okage. Naruto laughed. That's the funniest thing I heard all day, he said. As Naruto arrived and kicked the door open, Hiruzen was frightened as he was reading his Ichi Ichi series, volume 9. He hit the book with his fastest speed it seems, like he just blurred out of reality. Old man, said Naruto, as he walked in. Hiruzen chuckled. Naruto, my boy, he said. I heard that you've been causing some trouble. Trouble? Said Naruto as he started to back away. I swear, all that you've heard is a lie. Hiruzen had a look on his face. Well then, I guess I was proud for no reason, he said. That's right. Nothing you have heard is true, so I will not be doing your chores, said Naruto. As Hiruzen chuckled. You are still such an idiot, he said. I am not, said Naruto. As Hiruzen chuckled some more before he motioned for Naruto to come over. Why don't you sit down and tell me your story? Fine, said Naruto. As he then sat for 2 hours and tell him what happened since he was kidnapped 3 years ago, being taken, and then he was trained by Itama Senju, and his exploits as a bounty hunter, and then his meeting with Erosenin. So, you have been trained by a Senju. You became a bounty hunter who specialized in Kenjutsu, and you have killed countless missing nins, and you fought Jiraiya of the Sannin, and now you're an alcoholic who hates Uchihas. Yes, that is correct, old man. And you're 13, right? Yes, I am. The man walked over as Naruto thought that he was going to congratulate him on being a badass, until he punched him over the head. You have become more an idiot than before, Hiruzen said. What? Who are you calling an idiot, you old monkey? Bam, Hiruzen hit him once again. What are your fists made of? Stone, said Naruto. First thing, you should give up on your goal of killing Uchiha clan. Why, said Naruto. They are our natural enemies. Because the clan had pretty much been wiped out except for a few. Wiped out? When, said Naruto. Itachi Uchiha, the older brother of Sasuke Uchiha, who you met recently, went rogue after killing his whole clan except for his younger brother, Sasuke, and their younger sister, Midori, and their mother, Mikoto. Those four are the only people that are still alive. Hiruzen continued explanation with a somber look. I see. But what is a Sasuke, said Naruto. I did not meet any Uchiha. I did meet Haruno Sasoko, something like that. Did you mix them up, old man, said Naruto. Well, even if you met him or not, I want you to stop going after any Uchiha that is a part of Konoha. So I can't kill them? No. Not even one? No, Hiruzen said. Fine, said Naruto. I'll promise I'll try not to kill them, but if they give me a reason to do so, I will. Very well, Hiruzen said. I'm sure they will not. Now, you will become a ninja of Konoha. Who said that, said Naruto. I did, said Hiruzen. Will you pay me, Naruto asked. I want sake as well, said Naruto. You want sake? Yes. After each mission, I want sake, said Naruto. Hiruzen walked over as he bumped Naruto over the head. You're 13. You can't have a drinking problem. An hour later, Naruto was rubbing the stamp off his head that Hiruzen hit him with, as the stamp had the Konoha insignia on it. As Naruto rubbed it off, making his way, he got his first mission. He was to help out a team and get them back home safely. Team 8. As they had went to a village at the border of the Fire Country, where there was usual missing nins and a lot of bandits that gathered there. As for Team 8, they complete their mission. They were going back until they were attacked by rain ninjas. 4 rain ninjas in total, however. One of them was not a stranger, he was Aoi Rokusho, missing nin of Konoha who stole the Flying Thunder God Blade. As the others were chuunin, Kiba and Hinata quickly lost their chuunin opponent. Shino held out a bit longer and even managed to subdue one of them, but the other one took him down. Kurenai had to focus on helping her genins and also on her own battle as well. One of the chuunins kicked Kiba. So weak, he said. As the last one looked towards Hinata and Kurenai. Let's bring the girls and have some fun tonight. You bastard, Kurenai said, as she spat out blood. Aoi had pinned her to the ground using the distraction of her team to take her down. Her genjutsus were a force to be reckoned with, however. She was worried about her team that could not handle these threats. And now they were all down. That is until they heard someone talking. They turned as they saw that it was a brat. Get lost, brat, one of the chuunin said. As Naruto focused on the headband. Ah, Konoha ninjas, he said. It was then that they noticed a mark on Naruto's head that he hadn't completely erased. It was a Konoha insignia. You can still make it out, but a part of it was erased. He's with them. He doesn't have a forehead protector. He's probably some brat playing ninja, writing that mark on his head. As Naruto unsealed his blade, that does look like a toy blade. What should we do, Captain? Kill him, said Aoi. We don't have time to waste. So, said Naruto looking around. Who is Team 8, he asked. The rain ninjas surrounded Naruto with their kunais. Kiba coughed. We're Team 8, he said. I see, said Naruto. So you have a situation here. Die! The 3 chuunins yelled as he rushed in. As Naruto deflected all of them before he vanished. Kurenai was shocked as Naruto sheathed his blade. The moment he did so, all of the chuunins collapsed, dead. 3 verse humming. Narrow slash, said Naruto as blood leaked from their body. Oh crap, said Naruto. I forgot to introduce myself. The name is Senju. What? Said Aoi. So that is it. You have come for my bounty, huh? Bounty Hunter Senju. Huh? Who are you? Said Naruto. You can't defeat this man, Kurenai yelled, knowing that Aoi was a lot stronger than the others. I will hold him off. Get the genins out of here, she said. As Naruto narrowed his gaze. Are you the old man, he said. No, she said confused. Then, I refuse to take orders from you. I only take orders from the old man, said Naruto. He brought his hand together. as 10 clones poof in existence. Impressive that you know that technique, however, that won't be enough against me. Aoi then channeled chakra into its blade. As the clones rushed forward before one of them held their hands together, Aoi quickly substituted himself as the clones exploded. As Naruto saw him, as he quickly jumped down from a tree that he was hiding in. "I'm a Jonin for a reason, brat," said Aoi. "A little trick like that won't work on me." As Naruto saw Aoi coming towards him with the lightning blade, Naruto rushed forward, as he pulled his own blade as well. As Naruto used his quick draw sword technique, Aoi cried out in pain as there was a slash that teared through his shoulder right down to his waist. As Aoi collapsed, bleeding heavily, there is no way in hell that he would survive something like that. As Naruto walked over towards Kurenai, "Are you Team 8? He said. "Yes," she said, surprised. "I'm the Jonin Sensei of Team 8, Kurenai." As Naruto created 3 clones and picked up the kids. "Then I will take you back to Konoha and get paid," said Naruto, as he started to walk off. However, Kurenai was injured, so he offered to carry her, as she reminded him who Aoi was and the blade. As Naruto sealed Aoi and the blade away before he put her on his back and started to move. After 3 hours of running, Naruto stopped. "I need a rest," he said. As Kurenai watched, looking towards her Genins, as she noticed that there was no cut on them anymore. All the wounds had been healed up. She was confused by this as she turned. However, her look turned into a glare as Naruto was drinking sake and reading Ichi Ichi Paradise. "That bounty sure will come in handy now that I'm almost out of sake," said Naruto. "Would you mind doing that some other time, like when you're alone and not in public with others?" "Huh? Doing what?" Kurenai forgot about her anger as she remembered. "Not doing something earlier. Thank you for saving us," she said. "I admit, I underestimate you because of your age." "Huh, don't sweat it," said Naruto. As he looked her up and down, it was only right to give someone else a compliment after they compliment you. "Nice legs," he said to her. "Huh?" said Kurenai, confused. "You complimented me earlier, so I did the same back." "Nice legs," said Naruto. As he then got up, "Alright, let's go." As he summoned 3 more clones, "Can you walk?" She bumped him on the head. "Carry me," she said, as Naruto threw her over his shoulder. "You didn't have to hit me, you know. I would have carried you if you said so." "I don't want you to carry me, but we have to get back," she said. "But you just carry me normally," she yelled, as Naruto was holding her over his shoulder. As Naruto frowned, doing this for the sake and for the ramen, he said to himself, knowing that he would get paid. Once she was back on his back, he spoke. "Are you happy now, woman?" "Do you want me to hit you again?" she asked. "I hate you," said Naruto. "Come on, let's get back. We have to move fast," she said. "Shut up, woman," he said to her, as they move off. Once inside of Konoha, they got the attention of everyone. One of those people were Asuma, as Asuma froze when he saw. "No! No!" he yelled. "I knew it, but you won't get my hand that easily, you namikaze brat." "What the hell? Why is he chasing me?" said Naruto. "Oh, that's Asuma. He's been in love with me for the longest time now. I guess he's the jealous type." "Jealous of what?" said Naruto. "If he wants to carry you and hear you're bitching, he can do that." "What did I say to you earlier?" she said in a sweet tone. "Whatever you say, Kurenai-chan," said Naruto as he moved off. As Naruto arrived, he dropped off the Genins as they poofed away, the clones that is. As Kurenai got off his back, "I completed your mission, old monkey," said Naruto. Team 8 was surprised when they woke up as they heard that. They thought the Hokage would be angry, however he just grinned. "Good job, you little brat," he said. As Naruto had enough. First this woman on his back and now the old monkey. Naruto unsealed his blade. "You and me, outside, monkey," he said. Around 5 seconds later, Naruto was on the ground. There were several bumps on his head. "Damn it! I hate this place," he yelled as he glared at Hiruzen. Hiruzen brushed him off. Here's your payment," he said. "Whoa! Thanks," said Naruto as he jumped back to his feet, his mood changing rather quickly. "Now why don't you go and get yourself something to eat and drink?" Which I know you. Bam! Naruto was gone as he ran through the door. As Hiruzen shook his head. As he turned towards Team 8 to speak with them. Time skip. A week later. Naruto had a few scrolls on ninjutsu that he could learn. He took a training ground that no one seemed to use as he trained in it. As he sparred with Kamehiro as well. And Gemiken. A few days ago, a group of chuunins came, saying that it was their time to use it. So he knocked them out and tied them to a tree. And they were still there. And just now Kakashi finally arrived with his team from Land of Wave after the bridge was complete. As Hiruzen told him to go and get Naruto. As Kakashi arrived, Yo, Naruto, he said. As Naruto was inside one of his big barrels of sake, the sake was empty, of course. As Naruto poked his head out, "What do you want, Takashi?" he said. As Naruto was gonna fight him if he was here, to get him out of training ground as well. "Oh, don't be so cold. Hokage-sama wants you to visit him at the office." As Naruto did not trust him as he narrowed his gaze towards him, he climbed out of the sake bottle that he had climbed into to get the sake at the bottom, before he sunshine away. As Kakashi then heard a groan as he looked up. "What the hell?" he said, seeing the chuunins. Meanwhile, Naruto arrived as he jumped through the window. Hiruzen hid his book rather quickly as Naruto came in. "Where have you been?" Hiruzen said. "You sent that Cyclops come and get me, and I got here," said Naruto. "I sent Kakashi 5 hours ago." "Not my fault," said Naruto. "I guess that is to be expected. You forgot to tell me about something about your mission last time, didn't you?" Naruto unsealed a scroll. "Oh, wrong one," he said, as a different body came out with a different missing name. He then unsealed Aoi. "I don't want you to throw corpses on my decks. I want the Rising Blade," Hiruzen said. "What?" "No," said Naruto. "What do you mean, no?" "I found it. It's mine," said Naruto. Hiruzen sighed. "So you have it then?" Naruto nodded. "Alright then, that's all I want to know. Just don't lose it." "You know something? I bought steak recently, and it tastes weird. And I saw you leaving, so what are you up to?" "What did the steak taste like?" "Milk," said Naruto. Hiruzen nodded. "You're a brat, and you should drink milk, not steak." "So it was you," said Naruto. "You gave me milk, huh? I should beat you up for that." "Yeah, but before that, listen up," Hiruzen said. "I'm listening, monkey." Hiruzen frowned, as Naruto simply glared at him. Hiruzen sighed, as he told Naruto that he wanted to become a Konoha genin. He told Naruto that his generation was rather disappointed. The previous generations have proved to be a lot stronger than this one. They haven't come anywhere close. The chuunin exams are coming up in 4 months, and he wanted Naruto to be a part of it, because this year's generation was looking quite sloppy. Konoha has been known as the strongest for a long time now, and Hiruzen wanted to stay that way. "But there's one problem. I have one suitable member for your new genin team, but I can't seem to find the last one," Hiruzen said. "I can summon Gamaki, and have him act as a third member," said Naruto. "I assume that he's one of your toad friends," Hiruzen said. Naruto nodded. "No, it must be a human." "Well, what the hell? I don't know anyone in this village. Finding a third member is your job." "I know. But you agree to this then?" he asks. Yeah, as long as I get paid," said Naruto. "Can I go now?" "Oh yes. Oh wait. You've been staying at that training field. You do know that you have an apartment, right?" "An apartment?" "Yes, you have one. Your old apartment, that is. I have made sure to keep the place open, paying the rent for you while you've been gone for the past 3 years. And I had people clean the place from time to time." As Naruto looked at him. "Really? I won't beat you up after all. Maybe you're alright, old man," said Naruto. Yeah, get lost, brat. "See ya, monkey," said Naruto as he jumped through the window. As Naruto made his way, as he saw all of the academy graduates, maybe he should tell them how weak they are, as he made his way. But guys, be end episode right here. If you want to see next part and do, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on that bell notification, stay posted, but I'm off to see you guys soon. Peace.